Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome back to my Astocky pack. So I've had a few good requests from people for things to put in. Unfortunately, quite a few of the mods that people have wanted to put in are a bit, I guess you'd say, difficult to put in. There's a few, well, there's a few technical issues and there's a few other things that will limit me from being able to do that. But there was a couple of suggestions. And one of the first things that you would notice is that down the bottom corner when I first started the video it said single player commands is installed. So I have installed the latest version of single player commands. What I have done though, because it used to annoy me a lot, was I've changed the world edit wand from being an axe to being an item 2226. You might think that sounds like a weird number, but in actual fact it was picked with a good reason. Because it is that particular music disc that's broken that is just the very last item that's in vanilla Minecraft. So it's something I thought I would never use. I'm certainly not going to try and use it frequently like I do with a wood axe. So that's that. You might say, well, what on earth did you just cut that hole like that for? And the answer to that is, one of the additions that I have just made to this mod pack is... It's better if I show you, I think. And for those of you who've watched my Yogbox Let's Play, I think you'll know what it is that I'm doing. For those of you who haven't, prepare to be amazed and astounded and, I don't know, potentially even a little bit bored. It depends on really what takes your fancy. But this is going to be a portal to the Twilight Forest realm. I was thinking, what things, did I like out of the Yogbox that I might be able to transfer over to the Technic Pack, because I pretty much got all the things in the Technic Pack that I like. And it turned out that, I thought the Twilight Forest was a really well implemented mod that doesn't take too many blocks. So, boom! Other than getting struck by lightning, which is not cool, I now have a portal to the Twilight Forest realm. And the Twilight Forest is cool because of, certainly in my opinion, all the new mobs that you get. You get lots of cool, new and interesting, mobs like gnomes and goblins and things. And you also get those hollowed out mountains and some pretty cool trees. And most of that stuff doesn't take up a huge amount of resources in terms of the blocks that are available. And you get these, cool giant mushrooms that kind of grow everywhere, and like really cool giant mushrooms. You get, you've seen, if you watch my Yogbox video, you've seen that you get these hollowed out mountains that some of them have just oodles and oodles of monster spawners and ores and things inside of them. You get just epic trees, absolutely epic trees. So I think it adds a lot of, I guess, variety. So that's pretty cool. So I thought that would be something that would be good to add. I have also, as you saw, I added single player commands. I've also added sensible enchanting, because that's another mod that's in the Yogbox that I really like, because what it does is it allows you to take an enchanting table, and if you want to get an item enchanted, say up to level 50, of flying Viz crystal, that's part of the Thorncraft mod, and is really cool because they just float around and they don't do anything. But if you can kill one, which I probably can't do without a bow because they don't stand still, they're not hostile except at night. Apparently at night they attack you with magical lightning bolt attacks and things like that. Sorry, so yes, I added sensible enchanting, and so what it does is it automatically gives you at least one of whatever the highest level enchant you can get with the enchanting setup that you have, and it also reduces the cost of enchanting. But the thing that I think is the best, and I will... that didn't seem to work. Where's that? That's better. Give XP 1000. Could not find specified item. Maybe it's XP give 1000. Yeah, much better. There you go. So now I'm level 22. So we go, no, we don't want to do that. Let's find an enchanting table. Now I might have incorrectly said something in the last episode about the equivalent exchange not being in the Technic pack. I've had a look at the block ID list and at the forum comments for the Technic pack, and it seems that they haven't ruled out putting it in, but they only have a couple of block IDs left, and it currently hasn't made the list. So if I put that there, see now I can have 1, 3, so this should be a level 5 item that costs me 2 experience levels is the way it works. And so it's now been enchanted with efficiency 1. But what it also does is it gives you this button here that allows you to recoup 80% of the experience you used if you don't like what you get. So I can get that back, and I've only lost 1 level. I'm down to 21 now instead of 22, and I can click on this again, and this time I got Unbreaking 1. We can just keep going through. Efficiency, I don't like that. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. You can see even with this setup that I have, you're really still burning through the levels to try and find something that you like. Efficiency and unbreaking, that's much better. Although each time you do that, particularly if unbreaking is what you're after, you can see that I've actually gone through half the life on my pick. Because it actually, to enchant and then remove an enchantment and then re-enchant it, actually uses up part of the lifespan of the pick. So what I'll do now is I will just bump this up a bit. Bookshelf. I'll just throw some bookshelves down just to give you a bit of a demo of how it works with higher levels. Hopefully that's in the right spot. Yeah, I'm sure that is. We should see a bunch of stuff sort of floating towards it mystically. Yeah, there's some letters going in. So now if I throw this in, there we go. So I can get a level 11 enchantment now, and that was efficiency 2, unbreaking 2. Efficiency 2, efficiency 1. Running out of levels here. Ooh, fortune. Fortune is cool. For those of you who don't know, fortune has a chance every time you break a particular block of getting a double drop from it. What I really want is Silk Touch, because I found out super cool and super epic about Thermcraft. It looks as though you can do some really cool things with the Thermcraft mod if you have a pickaxe of iron or better that has a Silk Touch enchantment. So I'm hopefully going to demonstrate that during my series, so I don't want to really spoil what it is. But yeah, back to the Technics pack. It looks like Equivalent Exchange only uses 5 or 6 block IDs, and they've got 8 free from my account, so there's still a chance they could put it in, but at this stage they haven't added it. But they've added most of the mods that I've got on, although they've added Wireless Redstone, Millionaire, and a few other ones that I'm not sure that I like the way Millionaire interacts with Buildcraft, and Wireless Redstone is not something I use. Same with the teleport pipes. There's a lot of people who like those kind of mods and think that they add a lot, but I think that they kind of take away from the fact that you need to plan things and you need to build things, and you know, sometimes have multiple bases where different things happen. Now the other thing that it was requested I have a look at in this video is all of these epic spawners that are just all over the place. So let's say, I hate crocodiles. Let's be nice. Let's see what happens if we put down a bunny spawner. So what should happen is we should end up with little hopping bunny rabbits just everywhere. So we can break it. It gets rid of it just like it normally does. But bunnies. So we've got these 2 spawners here. They're from the Twilight Forest. They're the boss spawner. But there's ghast, pig zombies, cave spiders, silverfish blazes, pretty much everything that is a mob that's in the game. And these are the mobs that are from... Actually, these are some more mobs from Twilight Forest. These these wild boars. They're not the same ones that are from Mo Creatures, although somewhere around here I should be able to find those. Turrets, ogres, fire ogres, boars, there we go, boar. So this one, which is very similar but subtly different, is the vicious ones that attack you if you're Mo Creatures. So, way more spawners than you can know what to do with, but again, I intend to play this completely legit, and the fact that equivalent exchange has now changed substantially is likely to make it more legit. As an example of how equivalent exchange has changed, let's go to a Philosopher's Stone. How on earth... Okay, I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Where is a Philosopher's Stone? Okay, that's unusual. For some reason a Philosopher's Stone's not appearing in my list. Just have to give me 1 second, back in a moment. Hello again, I'm back. It turns out during my update I had incorrectly installed the mod. So now you'll see that when you open up your portable crafting table that comes with a Philosopher's Stone and you put it in there, there is some differences. For example, if we take, it used to be 4 iron ingot per gold. Because of the way values have changed now, it is now 8 iron ingot per gold. You can still turn gold back into iron. There are no recipes though that turn iron into anything less, or anything less into iron. So no more making infinite cobble farms and having all that cobble turn into diamond. At the very least now, to be able to do that, you need to have a... I'm absolutely blanking on what it is. You need to have a thing that you wave around in the air because you can't remember what it's called. Yes, you need to have a source of iron ingots to be able to make diamond. So that's a much more difficult prospect, and normally is going to involve you using a transmutation table. Now, table, yes, because now when you charge this Philosopher's Stone up and use it, you still get exactly the same thing as you got previously. The charging just changes the way the right click works. And I haven't fully explored what that does, but just then it just turned... Yeah, it just turned all that dirt into sand, which I don't really see a use for. So moving on to the next thing, which is they've changed the recipe for how you make one, because now to make a Philosopher's Stone you now need a diamond and glowstone and redstone. No more slime, and not having Tale of Kingdoms installed also means no more easy access to glowstone. So there is really no way now to get out of having to go to the nether, and once you get to the nether, getting glowstone, and obviously getting to the nether and getting glowstone before that, you have to get yourself some diamonds. There's just no way of getting around that now. And now transmutation is also handled differently. There is now a new item called a transmutation tablet, and the recipe for that requires 4 obsidian and a Philosopher's Stone. Now I will check this out for sure, but I've been led to believe from the website that it's not used up in the process, so it should continue to exist, if that makes sense. So let's go back to our crafting table, whack our obsidian in the corners and smooth stone around it. Yep, so there you go, you still get to keep your Philosopher's Stone. What this means though is now transmutation is not portable, and it's also handled very differently. So the way that it works is, to be able to transmute an item, you first have to teach your transmutation table how to do it. So if I put oodles and oodles of cobble in, I still can't get anything out because I haven't learned anything other than cobble. So we'll take this away. Now if I put dirt in, I can produce cobble because I've learnt cobble. And now that I have dirt, haven't learnt dirt, I can now produce dirt from cobble. So to be able to produce a diamond using transmutation, you first have to find diamonds and be able to put a diamond in here to teach it. So that's some other things that they've added that hopefully should help to balance things and make things with equivalent exchange just a little bit more challenging. There was something else that I really quickly wanted to show you before I brought this video to an end. Having to think on my feet and think quickly about what it was. Not totally sure exactly what it was I was thinking of. Ah, here we are. There are now new items called divining rods that are part, just going to make it daytime again so all the mobs disappear, that are part of equivalent exchange. Because getting diamonds is now so critical, you now have a divining rod which is made of low covalence dust and a stick, and covalence dust is made of lots of pieces of cobble and a single piece of charcoal. And what this does is when you use it, you look, for example, down and you right click and it says divining suggests the value of around 1. What it does is it takes a 3x3 area, so basically a block around you in every direction plus the block you click on, but it goes in the direction you're looking. So if I look down, it's going down towards height 0. If I was to look into the side of a mountain over here, it would be doing the same pattern into the side of a mountain. So again, it's doing a 3x3, so 3 blocks, and it's going, I'll have to look that up, but I believe it goes 4 deep. Then the next divining rod is a medium divining rod, and it's made up with, it is made up with medium covalence dust, which requires an iron ingot and redstone, and it goes 16 blocks deep. But what it also does is it not only gives you the average value of the ore, which is what that 1 is, it also tells you the best block that it found in that search. So if we come down this way a bit and I was to click here, it says the average is 5, so that's 16 deep by 9, so it's taken quite a lot of blocks and totaled the values of them up, but it's that the best block found was 85, so that should be that ore just there. And if I come over here and do it, the best value found is 128, so that's that coal ore. So this does 16 deep instead of 4 deep. So here the best found is 4. So 4 would be, stone is only worth 1, so I don't know what 4 would be. Again, I'm only still very new to this. It could be gravel. It could be gravel that's worth more. And then of course you have the top level, which is the deep blue divining rod, which is made up of high covalence dust, which requires diamond and coal. So obviously much more expensive. It does 64 blocks. So if you're at sea level, which is 62, and you click down, it does all the way to bedrock. So it says, going down here, I found an average of 5. The best I found was 85, then I found 1 of 4, which would probably be gravel, and then the next one was stone. So there, I found 128, 1 and 0, but the best value was, sorry, the average was 25, which means that's probably quite a large gold vein that way, ore vein, sorry. So what you should be able to do is, if we just run around a little bit, I'm really hoping to get you something that shows a good value. Actually, let's do something a little bit different here. Let's take some diamond ore. Nothing like cheating. So now if I click here, bam, it says the best found was 8,192, which you know straight away means it's found a diamond block. If you were to put a redstone block and say a gold block, so redstone, gold, so each thing has a unique value. So bam, it's found 8,192, which is diamond. The next one it found was 320, which should be the gold, and then 85, which I think is copper. So if I come over here, you'll see that time it found 1,892, 256 again, which is still the gold. But this time it found, just make sure that was gold. Oh, that time it's found 2,048, so that was the gold, I believe. I'm not sure why for some reason it seems to be having trouble picking up some of these seconds and thirds. But yeah, gold should be a quarter of the value of diamond, so that should be 2,000, that should be right. And redstone is something quite small, because it's, I think, a few pieces of redstone to make up a single piece of coal. So again, that's something that's new that they've just recently added, because finding diamonds is so important. Equivalent Exchange has added a way to help you find them. So thanks very much for watching. Again, please comment, let me know if you want to see some additional mods added. I still do have a few block IDs left before my Let's Play starts. Thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.